All right, here's what we're going to do. First, this is the introduction. Second, then we're going to go through song by song, and I'm going to tell you 3 things about each one. We're going to keep it short. It's not going to be a complete analysis. We'd literally be here forever, and this is just kind of an intro to everything. If you want complete lyrics, those are posted on my SoundCloud page, soundcloud.com/Stonewick. If you want more explanation than you're getting here, just come talk to me. It's easier that way, I promise. Well, the main reason is because stone doesn't burn unless it gets really, really fired up. Oh, hey, the sun came out. I just really like making titles with puns about matches. Alright, so first thing, the guitar tuning is drop D with a capo on the 2nd fret. To make it possible for me to play the main riff quickly, and also because it would sound really muddy without the capo on there, the way that I had my guitar set up before with the amp and the little guitar. So now I can... And it's way easier. Number 2, the source material for the lyrics is condensed mainly from the 4 places that I'm listing here. You can pause the video real quickly if you want to note those. Thirdly, the main point of the song was just to sing to myself a reminder that commitment sometimes means you have to stay where you are and deal with people and problems instead of escaping, even when that means that your friends move on, and especially when they don't understand. Number 1, the chord series of C, E minor, D, and G was an accident. This form of the D chord, normally it's up here, and I'm playing it like that. It's a transitional form. I discovered it by accident way back when I was first learning guitar, and I just haven't used it much because it's, like I said, it's for transitions, and so it's not often helpful. But here I was going from, I'm holding down these 2 strings and sometimes playing them depending on what feel I need, and then we're going C, E minor, D, and G. The lyrics are mainly based off Colossians 2, verses 13 to 15. Where it's explained that when Roman soldiers were nailing Jesus to the cross, God was actually nailing our spiritual debt to the cross and making life out of death. And if that doesn't sound strange and interesting and worth reading about, then nothing should. Thirdly, there's a line, I think it's the beginning of the 2nd set of verses, that's an allusion to similar wording in the Light Brigade song, Stay Strong, which I have a version of on SoundCloud right now. Alright, so for Thief, I wrote this song after I bought a book of blues guitar riffs. My playing was getting stale, I just needed some other inspiration. It really doesn't sound like much if you take away that plodding bass part from underneath the guitar, because the guitar is a lot of it is playing the same, let's see, it's open string. So if I just play that over and over again, it's obviously going to sound really bad, really simple, without that bass part slowly ascending and falling back down again. So everything really had to work together. That's the wrong note. I'm so good at playing guitar. Okay, second thing. Proverbs 25:28 is featured prominently in the lyrics. It's just a really great encapsulation of everything I had in mind in the different sections of the song. They pulled it together very well. Alright, number 3. The player 2 bit is styled like an announcer from a fighting game. It's supposed to give a sense of a paradigm shift when someone else enters the picture. The second half of the song is worded like a series of resolutions that can only exist after a thorough change, and that's what's supposed to sort of bring that about. Okay, now it's going to be painfully obvious. I don't know the names of chords or what notes are what, because on this song the capo is back on the 2nd fret, and that just messes everything up. So the way this is put together was I'm actually holding at these bar chords. The top strings are open for almost all of them, and it creates a nice ringing sound. The trade-off here is when I write something that has that, it sounds more full and it has all that resonance and whatnot, but it also crowds the song, where it makes it harder to fit everything together. But it's based off these chords here. Secondly, source material, especially the first one. Here's a list. You can pause if you want to read the list more. One of the things that I most love about being a Christian is knowing for sure that I never have to be afraid of the truth in any form. And that's something I wish more people understood as part of it. Thirdly, the song has actually acoustic drums for the intro, just that brief bit, and then they're electronic for the rest of the song because I went back and re-recorded almost all of it since the original was done in like 5 hours on a Saturday afternoon and really needed some help. I have a lot of songs where I have the capo on the 2nd fret. This is another one. And when I first played this opening riff, I literally thought, this is the soundtrack to a gunfight. And then it goes on, and the most of it is actually built out of A minor, E minor, and G, D, and back to A minor. I really enjoy playing that on an acoustic. I should probably do a version of that. Second, since this was obviously a gunfight, I challenged myself to figure out how to use that and to picture the crucifixion as a Western-style showdown without losing the gravity of the situation or treating it lightly. And I think about how it's put in Colossians 2:15 or Isaiah 63, 1-6, and I thought those were good sort of touch points for what I was going for. Thirdly, all the details in this song are specific and meaningful. I'm not just filling in the corners of the painting. They're all meant to be analyzed. For example, at the very beginning, there's a steeple. It's a broke down steeple because religion in the time of Christ was in shambles. It was completely off the rails. People were getting distracted with wealth and prestige, and they were allowing the actual worship of God to gather dust. You'll have to figure out the other details, though. I'm not giving you all the answers.